Good morning, everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous, beautiful, joy-filled Saturday. And today, on Supernatural Saturday, the meditation and the discussion are going to be on the concept of turning the corner. Humanity's at a place right now where it's literally turning a corner. And that corner is the corner between love and fear. We have the opportunity now to turn away from fear towards love. And the meditation today is going to be primarily on that, being able to deliberately and intentionally release your fear. And everybody can do this. We're all equipped to hold on to suffering. We're also equipped to release suffering. And I've been having a very interesting week this week because I've had these yogis and these rishis and these beings coming every day this week to give me little tidbits of information about what it is I need to do to get myself to a different state of being. But likewise, what is required generally, there are certain general rules that everybody needs to follow to reach a state of what they call enlightenment or liberation from the mind and body. So that's basically enlightenment is liberation from the body-mind. Not that you get rid of body-mind, you are liberated from subjectivity to them. And this has been the theme all week, is literally learning to let go of our attachment. And in the process of being able to do that, being able to also bring our awareness to things that we try to avoid so we can use our awareness to transcend them. And that's very fascinating, the idea that you can transcend a condition in your body, a condition in your past, a condition in the world around you by releasing it through your awareness, allowing your awareness to organize matter spontaneously versus your analysis or your judgment, which was the general tone of this week. Was they were bringing our attention to the understanding that we cannot solve a problem by focusing on the problem, but we can allow our consciousness, which is based and fundamentally in love. I mean, that's what you are, who you are, not your body, although you can embody love, not your mind, although you can teach your mind to become a vessel of love, but you, the awareness, are love. And by the very nature of what you are, when you bring your awareness into contact with things in that state, you alter whatever your awareness comes in contact with. And turning the corner is coming to the recognition that you are this awareness. The thing that you're seeking to find freedom from is what you, or freedom from is your mind and body. And what you are is the awareness that is already free. You are already free. It's just you have to, you do this, we all do this dance between what we remember, what we think, and what we believe will happen as a result of what we remember and what we think. And being able to get past that. Being able to realize, wait a minute, that past is past. It's not who we are. And you can literally just bring your awareness to being aware of your suffering. And I got lots of experience with it this week with certain consideration while I was meditating and exercising. Actually, instead of avoiding pain and avoiding the discomfort, just to be aware of it and allow yourself to be aware without trying to judge or control. Just being aware. Your awareness by nature transcends the conditions of the material world. Your awareness by nature will transcend the conditions of the material world. And that's really exciting to think that the amount of work that it has to take to liberate yourself from the body-mind subjectivity doesn't have to be as difficult and a task as what you can have been taught to believe it is. So think of your awareness as like a form of temperature. Think of your awareness as a form of temperature, like cold or heat. And think of this water as like your mind or your body that thinks, feels, believes, has memories, and that mind and body is constituted and represented by this jug of water. And then your awareness is a vibration of love. Just the nature of your being aware, you are love. It is what you are. You don't have to try to be it. You already are it. You can't conceive of it. You can't make it up. You already are love. So when you bring your awareness, so think of this jar as body, mind, and I got a pain in my body, or I got a disease in my body, or I got confusion in my mind, then I bring my awareness to those things without judgment, without attachment, just to be aware and to allow your awareness by the very nature of what you are to transform that condition. So it works the same way as if I put this jug of water in the freezer, then the temperature of the freezer will interact with this water. The water is just in the jar. It's doing nothing. It doesn't have to do a thing. But that temperature called freezing interacts with it and transmutes or transforms this water into ice. The water doesn't have to do anything. Your body and mind don't have to do anything. And all you need to do is be aware. Be aware of that which is disturbing you in the body. Be aware of that which is disturbing you in your mind. And to seek not to judge them, nor to try and change them, to be just present with them. And you'll be surprised if any of you did the activity yesterday where we asked you to look for an ache or a pain in your body, and you allowed yourself to be just aware of that pain and just stay aware of it, stay present with it as fully as you can, and just observe what changes spontaneously happen. Love is a vibration. You are that vibration. And when you bring that vibration to anything inside yourself that's based in a lower frequency, your vibration attunes it. You reattune matter and energy with your awareness. And this is so important to understand how really simple it is. And you've heard how many of the ascended masters, how many of your guides and angels, how many of the different beings on this planet that have said it doesn't have to be that difficult. It's actually the moment of enlightenment is a moment of being able to let go and be present in this moment. And that it can happen very quickly for some. And from that, we're going to be doing a meditation today on that process of allowing yourself to be aware without judgment, merely by being aware, to allow your awareness to move freely into a part of yourself that's in pain physically, a part of yourself that's in pain emotionally, a part of you that's suffering, to just bring your awareness to it without judging it, without trying to get rid of it, without trying to do anything to it. The water doesn't have to do anything in the freezer if you're putting the freezing temperature on it. Nor does the water have to do anything if I put it on a stove and I put the temperature of heat. The water doesn't have to do anything. We just have to bring the new vibration to it and allow the vibration to do what it does. You are a vibration of love. It is what you are. And in bringing your awareness to the things you want to transform in your life, the very nature of your awareness acts as the cold does in the freezer on the water. So too does your awareness act on suffering, physical suffering, mental suffering, emotional suffering. And you may have heard some of the gurus and the rishis and the mystics will say, if you want to get past your pain, become the pain. Become it. And it's not quite this what we're saying today. Today what we're saying is to just be aware of it and to not try to change it or alter it, just to be aware of it and allow your awareness to interact with it as awareness without saying it's hot, it's cold, it's painful, it's sore, it's whatever. Do not judge it. Just allow your awareness to be present with that thing. So we're going to ask you to choose a specific thing, whether it's in your body or emotionally that's going on within you. Because remember, if you're upset about something going on in the world, the upset is not in the world, the upset's within you. If you're upset about something in a relationship, the upset's not in the relationship out there, it's within you. The upset's in you, the energy's in you. If you're depressed or sad about something, the sadness and depression is within you, and that's where the change needs to happen. You might think that thing, that event, that person caused this sadness in you, but the sadness is in you, and only you can change it. They can't change it. Well, they can maybe, if they try to get them to behave a different way, or they treat you a different way, or something out there changes, then hopefully that sadness can be changed from the outside. But do you want to live the rest of your life waiting for the world to change so that you can feel better about yourself, when you can completely transform yourself in a very simple, easy, elegant, gentle, and playful way? When you understand what we're saying, that love is what you are. Love is what you are. It's not something you have to acquire. It's what you are as an awareness. And that when you bring your awareness to anything within yourself that is unlike yourself, that the nature of your vibration transforms, transmutes, and transcends those lower vibrations. It raises them up. just the same way as the temperature changes the water. So let's have some questions and considerations about what we are about to do so that you understand. And it will be very simple. It's a 10 to 12 minute process. We're going to have you breathe slowly and deeply to get your body receptive. It's important you teach your body how to be receptive. And we know that there's some of you that when you try to do this, you find your mind going yakety yak. And it's important to understand the more receptive you make your body, the quieter your mind will become. If you keep your attention on the body being relaxed and relaxed and relaxed and relaxed and deeper relaxed, and you're continually keeping your focus on the body doing that, the mind, much to your surprise, will also begin to get quieter. And then when the mind, will take you up to the mind, where we can have you get your mind to be still and quiet, so it too becomes receptive to you, the awareness. And when your mind and body are quiet and still, you as an awareness can interact with it without judgment or interference. You just get to be present, and you can extend the vibration of your love to your body and to your brain, where you store all those emotions in your brain and other parts of your body. And you want to, as a vibration of awareness, to extend this vibration of yourself to all parts of your body. So it feels your awareness giving it what you are. It receives it because it's receptive now. So once your body and mind are receptive and you move into it as a vibrational awareness, because love is what you are. It's not something you have to become. It is what you are. You don't even have to try to conceive of what it is. If you need to consider a vibration of love as you understand it, then you may introduce that idea that I call forth the vibration of love as I understand it to interact with my physical body and my emotional field. Again, the process will last anywhere from 10 to 12 minutes. And it is simply to get you into the experience of directly knowing how you, as an awareness of love, as an extension of love into matter, how you, as this awareness, by interacting in a different fashion with your mind and your body, can begin to affect changes in it by your presence. And rather than being subjective to them, which is what most people tend to do, and then they want to get rid of the thing they're uncomfortable with, and the thing they're uncomfortable with is the thing they can transform by the very nature of who they already are. So you already are the love that you are seeking, and your awareness is that. You may, again, as we said, call forth a vibration of love as you understand it to be, to interact with your body and mind. You may call that vibrational awareness forth if that is easier for you. For some of you that understand what we're saying at a slightly different frequency, you'll understand that simply bringing your awareness to the part of your body or the part of your emotional field that is challenged, you will experience the change of that energy, again, simply by the nature of your frequency interacting with these lower vibrations will transcend them. Remember, you put water in a pot and you turn the heat on, the water turns to steam and evaporates, right? So think of love as that heat. Love is a vibration of heat that's being applied to your emotional field. And as it's applied, it literally transmutes, transforms the substance of negative emotions into a frequency other than what it was. And you'll get to experience that to the degree that you're able to allow yourself to do so today. So let's take a few questions about the process so that you understand clearly and deliberately what that means for you, so you can understand the process. We'll take questions on that. Hi, how you doing? Good morning, everybody. It's good to have all of you guys here today. Hi, Nicole. Good to have you here today. Lovely. Hello, Allison. Just scrolling down. Hi. Glad you made it, Heather. Wonderful. Patricia. Wonderful. So Patricia's used it. Yes. Yes, it is a simple tool. They always tell me we are not about complexity. We are all about simplicity. the more simple a process is, the easier it is for you to understand and take responsibility for. We're not big fans of unnecessary complexity, although this one here, William, likes the levels of complexity that he has learned over time. Question from Susan. Just checking you received my email, William, about my daughter. I sent it yesterday. I have a lot of emails, Susan. I will definitely check it when I'm completed today. In fact, let me write that down on my notepad so I have that. That's probably what happened, is I didn't write that specific thing down on my notepad. And it may have also gone into my another folder. So, Susan, email, daughter. Got it. Thank you so much. So yeah, these beings are with us in great numbers today. And a lot of people say, well, why can't I hear the angels? Why can't I tune into them? Because your vibration has to be entrained. You have to become aware of a higher frequency. Much the same way as if you want to change radio station, you actually have to tune the dial on the radio set or the TV set. You got to change channels to tune into that channel. So too, the ascended masters, Master Jesus, Buddha, Joan of Arc, Zarathustra, Lao Tzu, all these beings of many dimensions, the Pleiadians, the Lemurians, require that you attune your awareness to that frequency. And again, that takes practice and patience and perseverance, but anybody can learn to do that. In fact, this meditation that we will do with you today is a form of practicing that process of attuning yourself to a different level of awareness, a different frequency of perception, because that's what it is. You've learned to quiet your mind, you learn to quiet your body, you can tune into different things, and then you can access frequencies or dimensions of love and tune into the beings that are on those dimensions. Just as you can get connected to dimensions and frequencies of energy that are lower vibrations. It works either way, positively or negatively. I prefer you to choose positively, And there's lots of people this is happening to around the world, even if they're not aware. Norm and I on our walk this morning, we're coming up the street here in Toronto, and there's a man sitting on the street corner who's talking to somebody else, but at the same time he's putting his hands out, and he's we're watching this light leave his hands, and he's appears to be somebody living on the street, but he's having this conversation with his head facing one way, and he's literally talking to another presence there, and then he's radiating this light out from his hands, and Norman looked over and he said, "Did you see that?" And I said, "Yeah, I did see that." I said, "The guy's putting out light." I couldn't pick up who he's talking to, but he's communicating with somebody that's teaching to direct light. And when we watched where he was directing light, he was directing it at this huge apartment building across the street from him. And this light literally went and engulfed this apartment. And we don't even know if he's aware that he's doing that. So there's lots of beings on this planet you see talking on the street randomly that are channeling these other dimensional beings, higher ones and lower ones. And may not even be aware of it. Remember, there's 1 billion people on the planet that are literally online right now, waking up. They're trying to figure out what's going on, why am I feeling this, what do I do? And we are here in great numbers to facilitate the process of people waking up to who they are as the sentient vibration of love to express itself in physical time and space. But yes, thank you, Suzanne. We'll get back and get that. I'll look at that email today. Oh, thank you, Louise. I appreciate that. Question from Nicole. Here lately have been a disc-like ship hovering over my neighborhood. Have I been astral traveling and visiting this ship? Yes, you have, Nicole. It's why you've been more inclined to want to be out later in the day as opposed to earlier, why you feel more drawn to the night, because they're less visible to our senses at night, but they're visible to our awareness more. So you're going to find a lot of people are going to be finding that, tapping into these multidimensional beings that are in the different types of craft that you see. And those craft, remember, appear in the shape and form that your eyes and ears can perceive them. The craft is an energy vehicle. A lot of these crafts are vehicles that are literally energy, that when we perceive them based on the framework of our mind and our body and what we think that is. So like we were coming up the street and watching a little person walking in a stroller coming down with her parents towards us, and we had walking little Tika with us, and the little person goes and points and goes, "Doggy, doggy," right? And it's recognizing that the awareness, it does not perceive the dog as we perceive it. It perceives the dog as an energy, but it recognizes that what it's physically perceiving with its senses is now representing what its parents have been showing it or telling it is a dog energy. But what all of us see with our eyes and hear with our ears are not actually what we're seeing and hearing, although it appears that way. If you look at it from a different perspective, you see it as energy. So yeah, a lot of these ships that are coming around the planet right now we're perceiving it at the level that our senses allow us to interpret that vibration. Great question, Nicole. Thank you so much. Where did you put that? Thank you so much. Sorry, just talking to them. It's funny. So it's a question from I am. The energies coming in today is especially palpable. Lots of love and healing. Yes, there's going to be so much more. Yeah. Question from Naveed. Does Archangel Michael have a message for me? Anything that he wants me to know? It's funny. He doesn't have anything to say today, Naveed. It's just this. I don't know why he's closing off. Why are you closing off like that? Tell him to get over his uncertainty. I don't know what you're uncertain about, Naveed, but he's saying get over your uncertainty so that you can see that which is in front of you to see and that which is in front of you to hear. Your uncertainty is a blindfold over your eye. Over your eye. He's referring to your soul, your awareness as a soul. Cool. Question from Heather. Can you explain magnetic fields and does it conflict with our power of intuition? Can it stop it or affect it at all? Magnetic fields, let's go down to the basic simple process, because today what you're going to do with your awareness is you're going to be reorganizing the electromagnetic field in your body. An electromagnetic field is generated when electrons are moving through a conductive surface. That's how you get an electromagnetic field. When electrons are moving through a conductive surface, you get an electromagnetic field. Your body, every time you breathe in and breathe out, every time your heart beats, these two things, the breathing in, the breathing out, generates one electromagnetic field. The heartbeat generates another electromagnetic field. The thought process in your mind generates another electromagnetic field. The movements of your body generate another electromagnetic field. Intuition, which is a non-physical movement of energy through non-linear time, can interact with physical matter and thereby alter and change the electromagnetic structure of physical agencies, mental structures, and emotional fields from the perspective. So yes, if you are aware, your intuition reorganizes conditions in matter. Wow, great question, Heather. Thank you. And today you're going to experience that. You're going to experience yourself altering your body electromagnetically. Question from Silver King. William, is there any message from the collective for me? They're saying, hold on to your hat. Hold on to your hat. What is to come in the next few minutes will be the message you have been asking for. It will be the knowing you've been seeking. For in all of your questioning, is it not true that you are seeking to know that which you already know? You know it, but now you need to know you know it. Cool. I love that. That's great. Thank you for that, Nicole. I appreciate that $14. Thank you so much. Yeah. They like you being out at night because you can feel them better that way. Remember, there's less people trying to figure it out. Okay. So again, the meditative process we're going to be going into is really a simple one. We're going to have you breathe slowly and deeply to get your body to become receptive to your awareness. And then we're going to have you move up into your mental field. And we're going to have you get your mind to be quiet and receptive to your awareness as a vibration, that which you are as a frequency of love. And when your mind and your body are receptive, You may just simply bring your awareness into the two of them and allow your awareness, if you've got an ache in your body or an emotional challenge in your life, bring your awareness to them and allow the awareness to transform them. There's that level of experience. And then there's also those of you that need to call forth a vibration of love as you understand it to be, to go to that ache, to go to that emotional dissonance. What's really important is that your mind and your body are receptive, and you are allowing your awareness to deliberately, non-judgmentally, to interact with an ache, a pain, a disease. The energy does the work for you. It's not I, it's the Father within that doeth the work. It's the energy that does that for me. I don't open and close that hand. The intelligence, the awareness that's responding to me does that. So remember that. You don't have to do anything, but you do except allow the process to unfold. Thank you. Wonderful. Oh, you're very welcome. Question from, we'll take two more questions and then we're going to do the meditation, guys. Question from Blaine. I feel powerless against the globalist agenda. How do I protect my family from what is to come? This is a beautiful question, Blaine. And I had the same question, believe it or not, 3 days ago. And you know what they told me, which didn't surprise me, but liberated me. They said the thing that you need to become connected to is within you. It is time for you to go within, pull your awareness. The power to create the life you desire for yourself and your family is within you. It is not in the world around you. And this is the error that so many of you make. You have been trained to think that you must change out there to generate the fulfillment of life that you seek for your own experience. And this is in error. This is in error. And you have been conditioned to believe that your satisfaction or your liberation is designed to come from outside of you, that someone will give it to you. But no, it is within you. And even in the processes that we walk all of our people through, even in that process, you are still going within. It is your experience that liberates you. Put simply to you, is to pull your anger and your fear and your disappointment away from that, to bring your awareness to your fear, allow your awareness to transform it, to liberate you from it. Have no judgment. Have no judgment on what you may think causes your anger or causes your fear, for it is not out there. Your anger about that is within you. Your sadness about that is within you. That is not out there, and you must transform it within you. And when you transform it within you, you liberate yourself. You liberate yourself from the attachments of being part of that system of unawareness. You release yourself from being attached to that system of unawareness. For it is a system of unawareness. All suffering is a system of unawareness. And your own suffering is when you are unaware. You might be aware you're suffering, but your judgment of it, to get rid of it, to remove it, is judgment. You must have no judgment. Allow the vibration of your being to transform this. And that's, again, this is the theme today is we're turning the corner, right? We're turning the corner. And the corner is, I'm no longer going to be in the old paradigm of fear, uncertainty, guilt, shame, blame, attack. I'm not going to live in that energy. I'm not going to participate in that. I'm going to be what I am and allow what I am to coordinate and organize the external world. And it will. You'll be surprised. Thank you for that question, Blaine. Thank you for that, Silver King. I appreciate that. I am. Thank you so much for asking that question. You are through the chaos now if you choose to release your attachment to that. You are free from the chaos right now if you release your attachment to that outside thing as being an agency for your peace or your uncertainty. Do not be attached to those things out there and give them to the power that you yourself contain over yourself. You do not have to remain attached to that which does not serve you. They will have what they will have, but you do not have to partake in that. Yeah. So literally being right here, right now is really important. Wonderful. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we're gonna get into this meditation now. If you have water with you, please, 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 please drink some water before we start. Drink a few ounces of water before we start. And I also recommend you drink water during these events. And one of the reasons they told me the long way back when that it was important to drink water before, during, and after events like this is that the brain, when they're working with us, when they're working through us and around us, the energy changes, the frequency changes, the electromagnetic process changes. We start to vibrate higher. Your brain begins to process different signals than what it's familiar with processing. When that happens, the brain works harder. It uses more energy. And water is the most powerful conductor of energy that we have available to us and that we have ready access to. This is a conductor. Water is a conductor of electrical energy. So you want to make certain you're properly hydrated so that when you're doing meditation or you're doing spiritual work, always be properly hydrated. So please, if you have water, make sure you drink before, during, and then drink water afterwards, immediately. Also afterwards, please go out and ground, get outside, get in touch with a tree, put your feet on the ground, but something that puts you in touch with the physical earth, that allows your body to electronically share that energy with the earth and rebalance, recalibrate it, restore it to the frequency of earth. Again, you want to ground that energy. You want it to become part of your DNA, right? The new vibrational frequencies. Yes, I understand that. Okay. Thank you. Just going back here. There we go. So grateful. I'm so grateful, everybody. Okay, so everybody take a long, slow, deep breath. And when you exhale, deliberately and intentionally release all of the tension from your body, from the top of your head all the way down. Use your breath to literally let everything completely, fully let go and relax. So breathe deeply now. Breathe in through the nose. And then exhale and allow every muscle in your body to relax, to let go, to turn loose. Give every muscle permission to relax, let go, and turn loose. And breathe deeply again. And as you exhale, allow the body to go deeper, the deeper muscles relaxing, the ligaments and tendons relaxing, the nerves, organs, and glands relaxing, preparing your body to be completely receptive to your awareness. Breathe deeply again. As you exhale, allow your body to go deeper. Allowing your body to be completely open to your awareness. Give your body permission to continue going deeper. and move your awareness into the space in the middle of your head. And just become aware of any thoughts, emotions, images that are in your head at this time. And now breathe deeply into your head. And as you exhale, exhale all thoughts, images, memories, ideas from your head. And breathe deeply again into your head. And as you exhale, exhale any residual thoughts, memories, or emotions from your head, allowing your head to become receptive to your awareness. Allowing your head to become receptive to your awareness. Now, whatever you chose in your body that requires healing, whatever you chose in your emotional field that requires healing, bring your awareness to that point of time and space. And just allow your awareness to be aware. Allow the energy of your awareness to interact with your body and your emotional field. Call forth a vibration of love as you understand it to be, and bring that vibration into your body and to your emotional field. Breathe it in to your body and emotional field. Do not judge if there is pain or discomfort. Do not judge it. Just be aware of it. Just be aware. Just be aware. No assessment of good or bad. Just being aware. Feel how it is responding to your awareness. Feel how it is responding to your awareness. Love is what you are. You are a vibration of love, interacting with matter and emotion. Your awareness alters matter and emotion. Breathe deeply and expand your vibration of love. And when you exhale, intensify the vibration of your awareness and love. Being aware within yourself. Feeling how your awareness alters your body. Just allow it. And how your awareness alters your emotion. Have no judgment about, just observe. Become as aware of it as you can. Do not even label, just allow the awareness to interact. What you are experiencing is the degree and level to which you can allow your awareness to non-judgmentally interact with your body and your emotional field. To the degree and extent that you have experienced a change, know that it is through your presence, the presence of your non-judgmental awareness, that you have initiated these changes in your body and emotional field. Your experience is your teacher. The effect that you have on matter and emotion as an awareness. And breathe deeply and center your awareness back into this present moment. And return yourself to this present moment. And when you return to the present moment, make certain you please drink some water and bring yourself into the present moment. Awareness is what you are. Awareness is what you are. Yes, Susan, we are sending right now to your daughter. If she is conscious and with you, if she is conscious and with you, have her close her eyes. Have her close her eyes. To not be attached to the symptoms, but be aware of her desire to love them, to extend her awareness lovingly and kindly towards her symptoms. Have her extend kindness and love towards her symptoms. Yes, we'll continue to do that. We'll continue to do that. Thank you so much. So take a moment, guys, and reflect on this, the degree and extent to which you felt something occur within you. To that degree and extent, you have learned to allow your awareness to interact to create a different result. For those of you that worked on elements of the body, what changed? What did you experience? Share your experience in the comment section so others get to understand that it is not something that's happening to just one or two people. This is something that happens to anybody who allows the process of their awareness to interact with matter and emotion differently than what we habitually do. And remember, you are an energy. This body that you're in is just a vehicle that is amenable to your consciousness. And learning to awaken yourself to realize that this is your servant, not your master. And that you can be a loving master. That's what you are. You are love. You know that, right? To be a loving master is really important. Yes, I understand. Okay. I want to say thank you to all of you for participating in today's event. There is, in a couple of weeks' time, I've been told to delay it. Yes, you can actually, in that meditation, I'm very aware, as William, I could pick up other people's ideas and thoughts and images as well. And again, you want to maintain a state of awareness without judgment, an awareness without judgment. So you're aware of it, and you want to bring your awareness fully. If you suddenly perceive somebody's in pain, you don't want to perceive it as pain. You want to bring your awareness to it. And the very nature of your awareness being brought to that will change it. Just the same way as you bring the water closer to cold, it'll get cooler. You bring the water closer to heat, it gets warmer. So too, when you bring your awareness as a vibration of love, it's what you are. Remember, your awareness is what love is. You are what love is. Or love is what you are too. And when you bring that vibration of your being to anything, it changes it. Much the same way as my thought to this hand, closed and open, changes it. So too is the vibration of your awareness, this being that you are of love and energy, pure energy, and bringing that to anything changes it. It's the law. It's the way energy works. You can't have two opposing frequencies of energy operating without altering each other in some way or another. From the perspective of higher vibration, which love is. Love is the highest vibrational frequency that we can be cognizant of in this physical dimension. There are others that are beyond that, but you have to leave your body to become aware of, like bliss and ecstasy and the Om and the other things when you're not lost in your body. But bringing your awareness consciously to the body transcends the conditions that exist within it. Literally, you liberate the body from those things vibrationally. Much the same way as a beautiful song. You're listening to an incredible classical symphony, and you can hear the violins, and you can hear the bass going, and you can hear these wonderful interplay of the different instruments in a symphony. So too, you can train your body to a new vibrational frequencies, as you can get entrained by a vibrational frequency. And most of you have been entrained by the world to be in a certain frequency. And this process that we've been doing today is very simple, to begin to entrain yourself to yourself and not to this world anymore, to release your suffering as a beautiful thing. Wow, thank you so much. Let's go over here. Oh, you're very welcome, Allison. You're very welcome. Question from, thank you, Inshira. I really appreciate that. SJK saying, I need help healing my relationship with my daughter. How did everything go so terribly wrong? Also, can Mother Mary help out because my daughter trusts her? Thank you. The vibration in yourself, the vibration that this is terribly wrong, you must liberate that from your field. You must liberate the vibration of something being terribly wrong from within you. Release that vibration from within you. Bring your love to it. Bring your love to that pain. Your daughter cannot be responsible for your pain. Only you may. We have been conditioned to think that we must get the other person to change in order for us to be happy, but the reverse is true. We need to change to experience our joy. So go to that place inside you where you feel things are terribly wrong and bring your awareness to that. Bring your love to that. Allow your love and your awareness to alter that frequency. Do not remain subjective to it, nor in the false belief that something out there is required in order for you to make corrections internally to yourself. Do not make that error. Many of you do make that error that is something out there will make the correction for you. It is why you pray the world will change to be a better place. You must be the change for the world to be the better place. Thank you. I'm just going to scroll down. I really appreciate that. Question from XBT. How do we find joy in a state of detached observation? You become it. When you are liberated, when you liberate yourself from suffering, the net result is joy. When you liberate yourself from suffering, because you're not just meant to be detached, you're not just supposed to be detached awareness. You can be detached from mind body, but you want to bring your awareness to alter and elevate the vibrational frequency of mind and body. Your awareness will do that so that you can experience your joy in living expression. To experience your joy in living expression, you don't want to become detached. You want to become more aware, more present. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Right. Oh, you're very welcome, Allison. And remember, this is fascinating. Patricia, I want to comment on your comment about the air, your neighbor running a leaf blower at that moment. I live in the very core of downtown Toronto, and I regularly meditate with my window wide open because I want to establish a level of freedom from the world that requires I be free from the world, to not try to close it off from me, so I can meditate. And this morning, one of the things that happened during my meditation this morning is this dog started barking, and a couple of years ago, I'd be like, oh, that dog's barking, and my shit would stop, right? And instead, I was aware of the dog barking, and all I could feel was joy at the feeling of a dog barking. And then the distractions become an enhancement of the process rather than a diminishment of it. The expressions of life are a joy. And the more you realize that they're clearing up the yard, they're clearing things up, the vibration of that energy that are clearing up is part of what you're actually going through personally. The outside and the inside are mirrors of each other. But you want to become the one doing the organizing of the information inside as opposed to letting that world outside determine you. So my joy wasn't caused by the dog. My joy was caused by my awareness that I love life's expression through me. Cool. I hope that helps, Patricia. Got time for a couple more questions, guys. Oh, that would be fun. Thank you, SJK. Question from Heather. So, do you believe that this is the body that will be brand new, like in the Bible says, going to heaven will be a brand new, Do I believe that personally? Absolutely. My body is literally being renewed every day. Every day it is being renewed. And more so as you become more present and detached from being manipulated and controlled by external means and become in a position where you're reorganizing or transmuting lower vibrational energies in your body. There's going to be an event coming up in about 3 weeks that we'll be doing. It's going to be a special event. It's going to be a paid event where you're going to learn how to literally release history from your DNA that's impeding with you. This lifetime, other lifetimes, you're going to learn to release it. And it's going to be a process called healing with the masters. And again, we're putting that all together. They're still giving me information. They're going to take me through all these learning processes so that we can be properly prepared for it. Because to train somebody that you can release information from your DNA that causes your body to age. It's what makes our body age and become the way it becomes is the information that's stored in our DNA. And when we don't know how to liberate that information, and if that information's got anger, fear, guilt, shame, if that's part of the DNA information, then the body takes on that condition. So if you're holding on to a lot of pain from past lives or from this life, then that information causes the body to become problematic. And learning how to liberate information from the DNA changes what the body will express itself as. And that's going to be in a few weeks from time, but we'll keep you posted on it through the live events. But thank you for asking that question, Heather. Yes, thank you. Question from Maria. How can we ground during the winter? This is a great question, Maria. Thank you for asking. And it's one we get quite a bit. You ground in the wintertime. You ground in the wintertime by going out, putting your hands on trees. It's important to put your hands directly on the trees. They even had me once, because somebody asked this during a reading once. I was doing a reading for somebody and they said, how can I don't want to go outside. I don't want to get my hands cold. I want to be comfortable. And what they told this person to do was to find a place. They had a root cellar in the house. So they told them to take 2 copper pipes and pound them into the earth in the root cellar and just hold the copper pipes. The goal is to get yourself, your biology, directly in touch with something that's connected directly to the earth. That's organic and living, right? And a tree, even though it's dormant in the winter, is still alive. And you can connect to the earth that way. So go out and hands on the trees and allow it, because you can ground equally through your hands as you can through your feet, right? Yeah, so I hope that answers your question. Let's see if we got one more question, time for one more question, then we're going to call it a wonderful day. Did I see Inshira's question above? Let me take a look. I'm scrolling up. Was it a super chat? No, top chat. I'm still trying to find Inshira. Oh, there it is. Why do I get so emotional and cry sometimes when I go deep into meditation? Thank you. Because you're liberating yourself. It's important not to get because your mind will try to interpret. Your mind will interpret. Remember, we're programmed that when people cry, it usually means sadness. But I've been in that place, Inshira, where you're so deep in that place with the dog this morning, where the joy comes out as tears, the ecstasy, the bliss of my feeling of life moving through that vehicle and me feeling it moving through me, and it brings me to tears. In your case, let's see. Yes, they're saying be aware of whether or not your mind seeks to impose its understanding or meaning from your world onto your experience of what you are being. I'll paraphrase that. When you are in those states of absolute bliss, or what that energy is, okay, that too? Yes. They're saying bring your awareness to it. Do not get lost in it. If you want to know the truth of it for you, not just what this one says, if you want to know the truth of it for you, then bring your awareness, become very aware of those tears, become aware of that energy, just be aware of it without judgment. Do not assign a meaning, be aware and allow the awareness you have of it to restore your meaning of it, to restore your meaning of it. Wow, thank you. So I always have a different slant sometimes. Okay, let's see. Yes, that's very good. Thank you. Wow. So great, guys. I want last question of the day from Marie. Can I get grounded by touching my plant at home? Absolutely. You can also, if again, if you don't want to go outside and put your hand on a cold tree, an Epsom salt bath is another way you can ground your energy to this frequency. You can also, there's devices, I don't use them, but they're called grounding mats. You can find a good grounding mat. I'm told, I've never experienced them, but I'm told that they'll also help your body to ground as well. And again, I prefer getting directly in touch with the earth myself. And up here in Toronto, it can get to minus 40 degrees in the wintertime. But I'll tell you something, when I'm outside and I'm grounding and I feel that, I don't feel the cold. Something happens when you're in alignment to life. And that's what grounding does. It resyncs you to being organically connected to life from a biological perspective. Again, I want to thank everybody for coming today and sharing their questions, their curiosity, and for participating in the meditation today. And I will see you guys on Monday on Shortcuts for Your Soul. And I'm really excited about what's going to be coming in the next few weeks, because all of the old stuff, we're turning the corner, folks. We are turning the corner of the place where the outside world is determining your inner reality, which is what determines your outside world. Your experience of an outside world is determined by your inner reality. No more are we going to be having the outside illusions of others determining our reality anymore. That's how we can create what we came here to create. That's how we can manifest and produce the changes in time space that are unfolding as the ascension process right now. So I want to say again, thank you very much. Much love to all of you. Enjoy your Saturday. We got a beautiful 20-degree day here in Toronto, and I'm going to get out there and go grounding right now. Please go out and ground right now. Drink some water and have yourselves a wonderful and a joyful day. Bye for now.